Good morning, welcome to my craft room. It's Mel from Inkspired Crafts. I'm just going to check that I'm live in the correct place, so bear with me. Just takes a while for my Facebook on my laptop to catch up, I think. There we go, looks like we're live. Okay, firstly apologies for the delay this morning. You know what it's like, life gets in the way sometimes of our crafting, and the last couple of weeks has certainly been one of those times. So anyway, I'm here. I'm ready to do a bit of fairly simple crafting, to be honest, but I thought it'd be nice to show you some of the new products that are going to be released next week. Really excited for the new catalogue. It's goes live on Tuesday, and obviously everything will be available online to see. We do have some online exclusives going live, and kits and all sorts of stuff, so it's going to be really busy next week with lots of lovely stuff going live. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to show you this morning is this is the card I made, and it's going to be going to make sort of similar things to that, two cards in different colours, just to show you the stamp set, or two stamp sets. This one is the Spring Corners excuse me, and it's a online exclusive. It is available now anyway, so I think it's maybe about £19. I'm not 100% sure, don't quote me on that one, but it's really nice for, you know, just giving a bit of different edging. And you know, I know some people don't like having lots of white space, so it sort of gives you something else to put in the white space. It gives you a bit of a unique way of doing your sentiments. And then we've got some balloons which I used along with another set this morning. I stamped the balloons on there, and then I stamped them onto scraps of the three colours, cut the balloons out and stuck them on so that they stand out more. So, you know, there's all sorts you can do. There's a heart, there's little flowers, there's a bit of sort of dots for adding to backgrounds. I thought they were really quite sweet and something different, which is always nice to see. So that's one of the stamp sets we're using this morning. The other one is the Pretty Florals, which is in the new catalogue, and obviously will be released on Tuesday of next week. Can you believe we're almost in May already? The year is going so fast. Anyway, this is a two-step stamp as far as the flowers are concerned, though you could quite easily just stamp this one. Certainly, I haven't tried stamping these ones yet, but you would stamp these, and then in a second generation ink, so ink up your stamps, stamp off onto a scrap bit of paper, and then onto the image, and so that you can get the outline definition in the first generation, so in the strongest ink, and then the infill is slightly lighter. Or you could do it in different colours. But anyway, this is the stamp set we're going to use, and as you can see, there are no sentiments in this one. This is part of a mega suite, which means there's another stamp set and another set of dies, which I haven't bought because I thought I actually got this one on stage. We have prize patrols, and this was what I won on my prize patrol. So yeah, so it wasn't saying I probably would have bought it. I don't know. There's lots of lovely things coming out, so it's really hard. These are the dies, and again you can see I can't show you the catalogue at the moment. I really wish I could, but these make like the flowers on their own. You can cut out the flowers and the bits from the, you know, stamped images, and you can also of course cut out some of the flowers in the papers. And I'm going to show you these papers. They are flowery, but I thought they were really pretty, and it just gives you some different ideas of, you know, I mean, this is like an ombre effect on here, so there's all sorts of things you can do. These show actually are new in colours. So we've got Timid Tiger, Strawberry Slush, Darling Duckling. There's a cloud cover, and then there is a darker bit. I think that's on this side, possibly. Not sure what colour that is. But there's another one that is, I'm trying to work out, Secret Sea. So that's quite a dark colour. I did have somewhere the here they are. I've only bought the markers at the moment. I can get them out. Gives you an idea of what the colours are like. So this is Darling Duckling, Strawberry Slush, which apparently this was a colour many moons ago. Not sure how many. I've been demonstrator for nearly 11 years and don't recall it, but that doesn't mean it wasn't in before. Secret Sea, as you can see, is quite dark. This colour here is Cloud Cover. I'll tell you about that in a moment. And this is Timid Tiger. So Cloud Cover is works fine in the pens, and the only problem they've had is with the ink pad. There's something going on, some chemical reaction going on between the ink and the chemicals in the ink pad. So they've withdrawn the ink pad because it doesn't give a consistent colour. And you know, Stampin' Up are very good. They will not sell a product that is sort of less than top quality, really. There is a way round it. You can buy blank mini ink dots and the ink refill, and because it's a different type of ink pad, it will work fine. So there is that option. I've not done that as of yet. Anyway, so these papers are gorgeous, as I say. There's that has got to be. So yeah, that is the Secret Sea. Lots of flowers. Some of these I possibly will cut out. Gives you lots of ideas for colour combinations, and then you've got speckledy background. This one's beautiful. I love this one. It's probably what made me choose it. But there's, you know, these are easy to use backgrounds as well. I think you can cut some of these out. I haven't tried, as I say, so you know, that's the Strawberry Slush. Then, oh, purples, this is beautiful as well. So these will cut out, and these, looking at it, it's quite a lot of them cut out. So it's I will have a play at some point. And there's some more of the bigger flowers. And the last background, so they're very nice little detailed backgrounds, for ideal for putting on the as a background on a background layer, maybe on a card. But we're not going to use that, and we're not going to use the dies, because I want to just do some really simple but effective, quick stamping, quick cards. So they're all going to take a theme sort of like this one, using the 2 stamp sets. This one's in Berry Burst, which is one of my favourite colours, and these are the, I haven't got the bit of paper, but these are still in the, these are going to be in the new catalogue still, so that's why I chose to use those. Okay, so if I pop that up there out the way, and I move this out the way, I'm going to bring in my mat, because they are photopolymer. As you can see, I've already been scribbling around, and I've got Highland Heather and Flirty Flamingo, so I thought I'd use these 2 colours along with the garden green. Standard card blank, so it's 8 inches by 5 3/4, scored at 4. That inner white layer is 1/4 inch smaller, so 3 3/4 by 5 1/2. The green layer is again 3 3/4 by 5 1/2, and then the layer I'm stamping on for the front is 3 1/2 by 5 1/4, so that you get that border effect, and that's exactly the same measurements in the Flirty Flamingo. Okay, so I'm going to pop the green and that out the way for a moment. These are the 2 bits that I'm going to be using for stamping. My Highland Heather, I don't want to get ink on there, so I'm going to pop him up the way. Now for this one, I am going to use the same same stamp, just so that I can show you how it's built up, and then for the other one I'm going to use one of the other sets of stamps. Okay, so first of all I'm just going to stamp in the garden green. I've just re-inked my ink pad, so it is really dark, but that's fine. And then for this one I'm just gonna place it sort of in the middle. Okay, bear with me while I just wipe that on my chamois. Trying to get into cleaning them as I use them rather than afterwards. Right, I'm going to use this longer sentiment, wishing you an amazing day, so I'm going to do that one in the garden green, and I'm just going to tap it gently on there, hopefully not get covered. I have to just tap that bit a bit more. Okay, hopefully, as I can't see, it will come out okay. There you go. Slightly missed a bit of ink on just up there, but it's fine. Get that ink off. If you don't have one of these chamois are brilliant. They're they just work with water, and then you can pop them in the washing machine, or you can just rinse them out under the tap to get some of the ink out. They do get a bit mucky, but they still work perfectly fine, and they don't transfer the ink that's on there, so it's all good. I am also going to use this one again, just to, I'm a bit of a like having a bit of symmetry, I suppose. I don't know. So if I've got something in that corner, I'll want something in this corner. Okay. Pop that out the way. Right, so first of all, I'm going to use the outline stamp of the flowers, and I'm just going to pop it on there. As I say, you could just leave it as just the outline if you wanted to. It's still very pretty. But I'm going to come in now with the second stamp, so the background, if you like, and I'm going to stamp off, even though this is a light colour, I am still going to do that. And it lines up slightly. It's not meant to line up. I didn't want to knock the camera, so it doesn't matter, it's fine. I can do that, do something with that in a moment. It does line up, it's just not as, it's not meant to be spot on. So what I think I'm going to do is just cover that bit a bit more. And I might just get a bit of scrap, and then I'm going to extend that bit just a little bit, just so you get a bit of extra. And you could, I don't know, just add a bit on these, so then it's not quite as, they're not as light. Looks fine. Okay, so that's that bit finished. Oh, I need to do inside, and I've lost where I put the stamp. So inside on this one, all I've done is this bit of flower. You can obviously put another sentiment in there. I quite like just writing. I mean, this is obviously, that one says happy birthday, this says wishing you an amazing day, so it could be doesn't have to be a birthday, does it? It could be, it could just be going out for a nice day out, or an anniversary. So I can't see totally because of the camera. I don't want to knock it. Okay, let's just pop that closed. Find my glue. Now I'm just going to layer these up first of all. So you've got an eighth of an inch border round the outside. And again, exactly the same. I'll pop this one in the middle. And then I'm going to bring these, I haven't used these for a while, so I thought as I'm doing the colours that go with this, I will use them. And now that I've looked and checked they are still available, I should probably use them more. So where do I want to pop that one? So there. Okay, so that's very similar, same layout, same idea, just in different colours and using a slightly different sentiment and pattern. Okay, pop those out the way. And now we're going to do the Flirty Flamingo and green. That's the inside. So I'm going to use these ones. Just got to work out what I'm using. It's this one here. And that one. Okay, I just need to clean one of my blocks. That one. Pop that one back inside so I don't lose it. It's nothing worse than losing your stamps. Okay, so Flirty Flamingo. This isn't a colour that I would say I use lots. I don't know why. Bit of a peachy pink. It's quite nice. It's just not one of my favourite colours, I suppose. Okay, so I'm going to use this garden green again, and I'm sticking with the bunch of 3 flowers for the simple fact that I think it fills that space nicely. And then we're going to stamp. I might have to stand up for this and try not to knock it. Oh, hopefully I'll be able to get it in the right place. Okay, and then stamp off, make sure it's up the right way. There are some rough guides to where you want to put it. Okay, so that's, as you can see, there's like this bit lines up. When you're doing the stamps, it's see a lot easier when you've got your when you've got your head looking directly over it rather than a camera in the way. Right, so for this one I'm going to, what am I going to, do on this one, there's lots. Thank you for everything, always in your corner, through the happy and the sad, happy we are friends, you brighten my day. So that there are lots of different sentiments. I'm going to use this happy we are friends, I think. Just gonna, and I'm going to use this one in the Flirty Flamingo. Oh, that's, as you can see, it's where I've not used it, it's taken up a bit too much ink, so I really needed to clean that first, but I can deal with that later. And now I want the green. And I might, let's see whether this works, it might not. So I don't know what this is going to come out like. Doesn't really work that way round, does it? No, might do it that way, but might be it's too long. So that's okay. I'm going to leave that like that, and then I'm just going to get my flowers back. This is, I mean, it's, you know, this is the first time I've actually played with this stamp set, and that is really the best thing to do, is to get your stamp set and play with it, and make sure, you know, do all different colours, different stamps, and just have a good play with them and see how they work and what sort of effects you like, what colours you like, because colours that one person likes won't necessarily be the colours that you like. And not everybody likes lots of flowers, so the stamp set on its own can work quite well with just, you know, a few flowers. The DSP you might think is too flowery. Lots of choices. Okay, now for the bling for this one, I've got my trusty basic rhinestones, which I love, use these a lot, and I've got the dark Flirty Flamingo blend, and I'm just going to colour some of them in, just gently. And just leave that to dry for a moment, because they're alcohol markers, that will dry and it will stay there. So you can do that with any of the colours of blends that you've got, and you know, then you can colour coordinate your bling all the time. So again, we'll just pop these Probably should have gone somewhere else, that one, but it'll do. Okay, so there's our cards for this morning. Okay, hope you've enjoyed seeing one of the new products, or two of the new products, because the corner one, the online exclusive, hasn't been around for that long, but it is available straight away. And as I say, this stamp set and the rest of the stuff will be available on Tuesday. And I will pop back and go through, show you some of the stuff in the catalogue, because it's as soon as I can, which is Tuesday, obviously. It's very different this time. There's some scrapbooking stuff in there, and there's lots of different bits in there that we've sort of like and we've asked for, but it's not product heavy. A lot of it is now online exclusives, so it just means that they can hold more product, and the catalogues don't cost as much to make or for us to send. And if you do want one in the post, then let me know. Okay, thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Take care. Bye.